Hi everyone, Psychic Medium Valerie K. How are you doing? I hope you are having a wonderful month. I wanted to get on today and talk about something interesting and fun. So I asked my guys what they would suggest, and they suggested talking about 3D, 4D, and 5D consciousness. So I made some cards because we don't all learn the same way. So I thought I'd get started on that. Some of you may be familiar with this, some of you may not be familiar with this, and that's okay too, because we are all here on planet Earth to learn new things and become better souls, right? Okay, so we are talking about levels of consciousness. The D, some people say call it density, some people call it dimensions. So whatever feels better for you, do it. Just call it that way and go for it. So we've got 3D, 4D, and 5D. And if you notice in this handy diagram here, that they do overlap because vibrationally and in consciousness, we are overlapping. There's nothing strictly linear. That's not how it goes. We're talking about energy, right? If you've had a reading from me, you know that we talk about that. We talk a lot about raising your vibration as well. If you would like me to go into why we are talking about density and dimensions now, how it has to do with the Earth moving faster, I can also do a video on that. Just let me know. And we can do that too, talk about star seeds and scouts, indigo children, and all of that. But for right now, we are talking about density dimensions. So let's start with 3D. 3D is when people are operating by a base of fear. They're afraid to lose their money. They're afraid to let go of the old ways. They are afraid to change. Then we go into 4D, which is where you become curious and start realizing that there's more to life. And then there's 5D, and we're going to go into all of them more, but for right now, I'm just showing you this graphic because I want you to realize that things do overlap as we progress as souls. So with that said, we are going to go to 3D now. So 3D is fear-based, it's old beliefs, it's greed, it's me, it's all about ego, and you're reacting to everything, protecting yourself all the time by belittling others, believing that everything is black and white, good and bad, and there is no nuance. And we know that there is nuance in everything. They don't want others to thrive because it might take something away from them. And if they're not like you, then you don't like them. 3D also. And I know that with my experiences with other terrestrials, they always have told me we must treat the earth better. Mother Earth is a living thing, and we need to treat it better. We have not been good stewards of the earth. So this is people who treat the earth like a toilet, who don't want to even open their minds that we need solar, we need wind. There are other types of power besides polluting the earth. We do, and they also, 3D people will belittle those who are starting to get curious and head into 4D, which is what in 4D we learn how to deal with that. Also, The control one is a big one, because 3D, they want to control everything. They want to control and change the minds and opinions of people who don't agree with them and aren't like them. Now, also, when you begin to slide over to 4D, it is really eye-opening and wonderful, and you're curious, but you have to remember that everyone is on their own journey. So you can't make somebody else go on the journey at the same rate you are. This is about you. All this life school is all about you and your rate that you are learning. You can't drag other people along into spiritual awakening. That is up to them. We have free will. Also, understand that there's a difference between compassion and just absorbing other people's energy. And it's something that empaths learn early on to do as a means of protection. Compassion, but care for yourself. So don't take on other people's energy. Don't take on a group of energy. Learn to protect yourself. You can be open to hearing someone's side, but you don't have to take it. You don't have to go into a group and absorb their energy. Protect yourself. Practice gratitude and forgive yourself. This is all going to help you to raise your vibration to head on over to 4D. So that is basically 3D. Now, as we head over to 4D, you are going to, or you already have, and I bet you already have if you're watching this video or if you've come to me for readings and stuff, you are just going to feel that there is more. You have a curiosity to find out if there is more. Your third eye begins to open. You do let go of the old beliefs you have. You're open to new ideas. You realize that there might not be just one religion, one belief. And you start looking and following things that just feel right to you. These are all going to help you raise your vibration. You start realizing that, yes, you do need to treat Mother Earth better. You recycle, you just become more aware. You get a vehicle that is a hybrid or electric, and you feel more of a connection with Mother Earth. You realize that you're using Mother Earth to help you ground, and it's working. That is a big one, big. You are dreaming and you're aware of your dreams and the messages in them. They're more vivid now. And you realize that dreams might be messages, not all of them. And with that, you are drawn more to people who vibrationally are higher or on the same path that you are. An example of that is just, it doesn't have to help others raise their vibration or to raise your vibration. It doesn't have to be anything, huge. It's, for example, the monks doing the peace walk, they are vibrationally high. They're not preaching. They're not coming on to TV and being obnoxious, because they know just by their march and their vibrational level that they are sharing that and helping others to raise their vibration. And they also have a dog named Aloki, I believe is how you pronounce it, and he even has a heart on his head. I just love it so much. Okay, so 4D, you can become curious about the paranormal. You become curious about dreams. You start wondering what happens when we do die. I don't like that term, and we just cross over to another dimension. You might start going to psychic fairs or befriending people who go to psychic fairs and just use their energy to get you there. You start getting readings from psychics or mediums. You start talking to friends about it that you think might be a little more open and get their opinions. You're getting someone else's opinion. How about that? You spend more time in nature to ground down. You realize that you need to be creative to help your soul and to help ground down and get out of yourself. And it helps your anxiety. And by creative, cooking, drawing, painting, dancing, whatever it is, playing an instrument, whatever it is, you realize that this is helping you to feel better. And by being more positive, you are raising your vibration up. You meditate. You begin to let go of your ego more. You are not as ego-based. You start thinking of others and realizing that we are all connected. At the same time, like I said before, you can be compassionate, but you do need to protect yourself so you're not dragged back down to 3D. And as we raise our vibration, be kind to yourself. You're going to go back into old habits, but you're going to learn that that's not good for you, that you don't feel good when you're wallowing, when you're feeling bad for yourself, when you are talking negatively about yourself. That's not where you are now, because you have raised your vibration and you know that that does make a difference. Set boundaries. This is a big, big, big one. And by setting boundaries, you are protecting yourself. You can, somebody that when you were 3D would get you involved in all of this negative stuff, well, okay, tell me about it, but then that's it. You're not going to get involved. You're protecting yourself now. You are in 4D or entering 4D. Part of 4D also is shadow work. And shadow work is hard. We are letting go of ego. We are also learning to forgive ourselves and understand that things that we went through, we learned from. We didn't know as much as we do on the other side of that. So forgive yourself. It made you a better soul, didn't it? It puts you where you are now. And 5D. 5D is about realizing that all humanity is one. We are one with Mother Earth. We are one with the universe. We are all one. You have compassion, but you are protecting yourself so you're not taking on negativity of others. You love yourself. You've forgiven yourself. You appreciate the lessons that you learned. You are becoming a better soul, and you realize that you need to do acts of service for humanity to help others. We are all in this together. We are a soul in a Homo sapien body, not the other way around. And we want to help others, but we don't have to judge them. And we don't have to push our beliefs on them. Just by being vibrationally higher, we are helping humanity and Mother Earth. 5D. So this is called 3D, 4D, and 5D Consciousness Ascension. I just wanted to make it quick so nobody would get bored. So I do hope this helps you to understand that. And now if you hear that term, you'll know what it means. So if you would like to hear another subject, have me talk about it, just message or please like and subscribe and comment if you want to hear something else. And that helps get this positive vibrational talk out to other people. Just put that seed in the ear. By being vibrationally higher, you are affecting people around you. You might not know it. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it might really help someone. And you may never know. That person may never, it could be stranger, come up to you and say, you know what, that day that I was having a really hard time. Just having you there or talking to you really helped me. You just never know. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. And we will see you next time. Psychic Medium Valerie K here, saying bye.